Happy Thursday, Thomas. How's it going?
Happy Friday Eve. Sorry, I had some volume issues with the YouTube StreamYard playback. It froze me. I was hearing 10 different
Everything's
things.
normal. Good to know.
Yep. Yep. Go through a sound check. Everything's perfect. We go live and then it goes ka-punk. But I'm excited. Love your background.
Why, thank you. I jumped in here and saw that you had gone all festive, and I immediately knew I had to join you. And this was the first one I could find that wasn't terrible. So
Peer pressure's a thing.
we're going with that. It's working on me. Your love for Halloween and decorating is rubbing off this year in a way it never has before. I've always withstood the pressure. And
You have. You've always stood strong.
my family for the last 45 minutes has been bagging candy in little tiny Ziploc biohazard bags to be handed out at Halloween. We've got 1,000 bags to fill.
Oh.
Yeah. We've got candy to fill it. So we've done that. I've got decorations coming. I got a projector. It arrives on Saturday. We'll be doing like wanted posters with trick-or-treaters images on it on the big screen out, hanging from the house. Got black lights. I've got to show you the black lights. I'm not sure if I can do it in here.
That is so much fun.
You can almost it's almost like X-ray. You can like see your bones. It's bright enough.
Because there's so many.
It just comes through. It's pretty bad on your eyes, I'm sure. But yeah, I've got 600 watts of black lights and glow in the dark paint. I've got this invisible paint because I have 2 stone lions. They're like sort of tacky gold painted lions on the front of my house on the little right out by the stairs.
Okay.
And, I've got this paint that during the daytime it's transparent, but under UV light it glows red.
Oh.
So those lights on the lion's eyes and teeth are just going to be like,
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's going to be great. And of course we'll do all the music and all the spooky voices and maybe some fog machine,
He's caved, folks. He gave in. He caved.
And then Christmas comes around and I'm doing nothing. It better snow or my house is not going to look good. So that's
fair enough.
I'll probably still have the Halloween decorations up, honestly.
I don't doubt that because I think you just took down your Christmas lights to put up the Halloween stuff, right?
Do it this weekend, I promise.
It's a work in progress.
3 years is not too long to leave the lights up, I think. So
we won't do a poll on that one.
I've not turned them on when it's not Christmas season. That's my concession.
Okay.
But
that's fair. We someone asked me in chat earlier, I forget who it was, so forgive me, but Gally May.
Yeah.
Asked how my wife and I had our anniversary this week. It was the 7th, and
congratulations.
Said thank you. It was great. So what'd you do? And we decided that we would spend that afternoon putting up our fall/Halloween decorations together because we love that stuff. We love it. So no fancy dinner, no dressing up, doing anything crazy. And so that's what we did. And here I've got a picture on my phone. It's a small bit of it in the corner of our patio.
It's like 10 times more than I will ever do.
that's just a wee bit of it, but it's a lot of fun. She's a motion sensor, so she talks and has about 5 different prompts. And the crow on her arm goes quack quack, and then its eyes light up in red. But it's we've had so much fun doing it, but there's a catch this year. We bought last year a 12-foot witch on a broom that goes in the lawn, and you got to tie her to trees and all this different stuff. It makes it look like she's flying,
Yeah.
And then we've got like a 14-foot skeleton that stands behind her. That's all scary, and the eyes light up, and it goes go. No lawn decorations this year because I'm overseeding our lawn here in North Texas. Everything's Bermuda, so when it gets cold enough, it all goes dormant. It looks dead. But you can overseed with winter rye, and it grows nice, deep green grass throughout the wintertime. And we're going to do that this year. So I can't have anything because I'm about to start that. So I can't put lawn decorations over the seed. So I'm sad for that, but I'm excited to have a nice green.
What you need to do is you need to call up Roy and be like, Roy, you got a lawn, right? help a brother out. I've got these decorations.
Yeah. I told our neighbors, because they don't decorate the most, and he always kind of wants to a little bit. And I said the other day, I said, hey dude, our big giant scary lawn stuff, when you think you're kind of close to your last mow and you don't mind little lawn issue,
Yeah.
dude, I'll get those from storage. We'll put them in your yard if you want. And I'm game. He said he's in.
Sweet.
So if we can have them right next door, it'll
It's-
blend right in with our house and get it going. But I'm excited. It's still weird. We talked about it last week. We're above average seasonably with temperatures. It's
Yeah.
the mornings feel like fall, but by 10, 11 a.m.,
It's 90 degrees.
it's 90 degrees. It's hot. Today was humid again for the first time in a while. It felt like summer. It just no fall feeling and the fall smell is really in the air. We get little teasers, but so we thought, well, let's go ahead and do the decorations and maybe it'll push us into that nice fall feeling. But I remember when my wife and I first met, maybe our second year of dating, I went with her to one of her daughter's classmates' parties. Keep in mind, they were like 5 years old at this time, or maybe 6.
Okay.
They did a trick or treat in the backyard. And I'd gotten off work, raced home, and I'll never forget it. I had a jacket and pants on, and it was like 31 degrees at 6 p.m. And this year it's
Frigid.
yeah, right now it's trending to maybe 75 when we get there.
This is crazy because like right now, Arizona is being hit by a hurricane. I mean, how many times do you get to say that?
Yeah.
Arizona, I think even going up into Utah is being hit by a hurricane. And right now, I just got a weather report today that says, we're in a drought in North Carolina. So it's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
But
It's goofy, and it just puts that's one of the reasons I grew up in San Diego.
Mhm.
One of the reasons as I morphed into adulthood, living in North Texas, that I grew to love it more than going home was we have almost full 4 seasons here in North Texas. We might have an awesome 70-degree day in January where you can go play golf, but it's not all the time. But we get a little bit snow, we get a little ice, but we get fall, we get spring, we get summer. I love it. And right now, it's acting like San Diego. It's just staying no season. It's not entering it. And that's part of the reason I've stayed here. I like the seasons. It's fun to me.
Confuse all the plants. I'm actually hoping the one I'm looking forward to most this fall is fog, because I was digging through my closet and I've got an old it's a burning laser. It's a very powerful laser that has a kaleidoscope on the front.
Okay.
And it will shoot out like 7,000 beams. I think I've just never used it in the fog before. It'll just be like, I'm pretty sure it's a felony to turn it on. But
it's going to light up your whole city.
I know it, when I bought it, it had warnings about shining at satellites.
No, well,
so
okay.
Yeah, I've got to be careful. But Nurse for God just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, Nurse for God. That is super generous. Also followed immediately by, I can't make it pop up. Wait for it. Click, click, click. There we go. Deanie Mullis Diver gifted another 5. Thank you. And Wendy Horse, member for 14 months.
Love it.
14. That is awesome.
I love it. So speaking of our backgrounds,
yes,
it leads me into a very, very big apology. Okay. I don't know. Could you see me in the green room before we came on, swapping out backgrounds left and right before I ended up on this one?
No.
Okay.
Do I need to?
Even better. That way, this will be a surprise to you too.
Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead.
So my big apology goes to Jim Nill, who 2 or 3 consecutive years has been named the GM of the year of the National Hockey League for the Dallas Stars.
Okay.
To continue, the apology goes to the entire staff, organization, and players of the Dallas Stars. And the reason being is every time they play on Podcast Thursday, they lose. And tonight is opening night of their season as they play the Winnipeg Jets in Winnipeg.
Oh, no.
So I teetered back and forth between Dallas Stars logo and a fall themed logo, and I landed on fall in hopes it changes the theme and the curse that I've instilled on Jim Nill and his Dallas Stars. So my apologies if the game tonight does not go the way it's supposed to go. It is my fault.
That's terrible. That's terrible. And I put music in the background, which made it worse. I couldn't really stop once it started, though.
I hope they see this. So they know how sincere I am, that it's my fault.
And they don't know. They think they're giving their best effort. They don't know that it's actually completely out of their control.
My fault.
And
So
we have to, we don't have to move podcast. We can do that. We can move podcast night.
depending on the stars.
Your team does not have to lose every season because of our podcast nights.
I think, oh no, there's some people in Winnipeg in the chat. Oh, Barb Russell and Martha Ivy, they're Stacey. I don't know who the Giants are. Stacey talks about. No, that's not a hockey team. There's some Jets fans in the chat. Oh man. Oh, I love it. That's the start of the season's here. I watched some of the games last night. Fun to watch. I'm glad it's on. I don't watch every game all season long. I don't. As much as I love the sport, and it's part of my whole history in my life. I catch it when I can. I play catch up via the internet days after, but it's playoffs really where I tune in and watch and see what's happening. And I hope I'm not the curse then.
Yeah.
So
that's heavy to carry that burden, knowing that you were actually the cause.
It's tough. They had made all these changes in the offseason, not knowing they could just cancel me and they'd be okay.
They've been replacing players, transferring people here and there.
I cost some people some salaries.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some guys in the minors right now because of me.
Cubs play the Brewers tonight. Sorry, RA, I'm going for the Cubbies despite your Bitcoin bits as Legally Blonde. That's harsh. That's harsh.
That is harsh.
And after we welcomed your husband and everything during this, I can't make it appear. I'm trying to click on it, but nothing's happening.
Which one?
Legally Blondes.
Oh, you got it.
Okay. It's just slow. Well,
StreamYard.
Go Brewers. Baseball is all that matters. Well, I don't know. I honestly, I could not name a single player on any current baseball team, like Major League Baseball team. Not one. I mean, I'd have to go back to like Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, and Mark McGwire. Those are my three that I've heard about.
Barry Bonds.
I don't give it. I thought it was basketball.
Okay.
I don't
Tony
know.
Gwynn? Tony Gwynn?
Is he an owner? No.
No, he was a famous Padre. But San Diego, so better known to me. But it's Aaron Patterson.
I went to one baseball game, which was like it was the Salt Lake Buzz. They're like a minor league team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there was very little buzz in the stadium when I was there. It was like, now I know why you have a seventh inning stretch, because we're all falling asleep up here because nothing's happening down there. So I was not won over in my game. I mean, the organ was loud. The little take me out to the ball game. That guy was doing his job pretty well, trying to keep us entertained and awake. But on field, it just looked like the pitcher was warming up all game long, and the batters were missing. I guess the pitcher was doing a good job.
That could be, but I don't know. Every minor league baseball game I've been to, there's a big buzz because it's like dollar beers every game.
Everybody's buzz.
Every game, it's a big buzz going on.
I just had this vision that, if you go to a baseball game, there's like a 50% chance you're going to catch a fly ball. I know that mathematically it doesn't add up, but he's just like, bring your mitt, because you don't want to catch it barehanded. And it's like, otherwise you will have to catch bear. It didn't occur to me that, that's not going to happen. Like it probably won't even come to your section.
Ever.
Yeah, and trust me, the people's section it does go to, you can't afford those seats. You're never going to see a baseball up in this park. But yeah, anyway, it was fun, and the food was interesting.
Always. Josh has one for you.
What's that? Have you ever heard of Hank Aaron? Yeah, I've heard of Hank.
Moving on. Moving on. Because Barb says, "Oh my gosh, where do you live? There's dollar beers." I don't know. This was years ago, but it was the Tulsa Drillers minor league baseball team. Really cool stadium because it's only 3 short levels, but they're extremely vertical. So we were on the 3rd level on first base, and you're literally still over the first baseman's pocket. That's how close it was, and it was very, very, very tight. So it was a lot of fun, but. Yeah, it was Thursday night, dollar beers. Went with our hockey team's radio guy at the time because we got some tickets, and holy cow, you could the digging and the fans chirping at the players was like they all had megaphones because you were that close. It was the most intimate sitting in a stadium that I've ever been around, and it was good entertainment.
Speaking of entertainment and baseball, since we're talking about it, have you seen the banana baseball?
Yeah, the Savannah Bananas. Or
Yeah, what is with that? I mean, I found this on accident on YouTube one time when I was surfing around, probably really late at night, and I turn it on, and there's some dude. I'm not sure if he was like pitching or batting, but he's like on stilts.
stilts.
I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm watching the circus or if this is like some parody that Saturday Night Live's doing, but he plays baseball on stilts as if he's not wearing them, only he's just really tall. And
Yeah.
there people are doing flips and tricks and gloveless catches and behind the back throws and just the choreographed I guess pre-pitch antics out on the field where suddenly everyone breaks into a some Miley Cyrus song with all the actions and then here comes the pitch. It's
Totally.
that'll keep me awake. It's like baseball's Harlem Globetrotters. Okay, I'm asking because a couple of you like baseball. Just Major League Baseball look at that and be like, we're not with them?
For sure.
You guys is okay.
Yeah, for sure. Now, the family value entertainment wise is awesome. They sell out everywhere they go.
Mhm.
Extremely entertaining, very talented. It's a lot of the majority of it's pretty wholesome fun. I'm not a big baseball fan, but I used to play baseball and I kind of keep up with it to a degree and watch it. But I do watch a lot of the Bananas videos and the stuff they do and how they operate. And then you go through the comment section, you read and what to do and where they're at, and the people that just can't wait to go there and see where they're going next. And boom, they just sell everything. It's insane. It's just a different element for yourself. You don't love baseball. You're not a fan of it, not a big follower. But if you took the 19 little RAs and went to a game,
18.
sorry, won the college, right? You'd spend a ton of money on food and sodas and everything else, but it would be a great time. Whether you love baseball or not, you would enjoy the show that they put on.
Wow.
But there's a flip side of that.
Mm.
A lot of true baseball diehards don't appreciate the antics and the showmanship that they put on and make a mockery of things.
The game, right?
To a degree, right?
Okay.
That way. So if you're diehard baseball, not all of them, but a lot of them don't like what they do and the show they put on. So, but
interesting. Are there any fights? Are you allowed to fight in baseball, or is it just hockey?
I don't know the rules in baseball. I'm pretty sure there's fines and suspensions that come along with it. Whereas hockey, you get as long as it's a legit fight.
Your helmet.
Yeah, you get a ding on your helmet, you get a 5-minute penalty, and then off you go. You get to play again. So it's the only place I know where assault. You just go to timeout for 5 minutes, and then you're done. I mean, that's legitimately it's crazy.
It's encouraged. I mean, the fans are cheering you through this.
Totally.
I get him. Yeah.
And the coach says go. But I know fights happen in baseball. I don't know the repercussions for it in baseball.
I'd say the most I knew about baseball growing up was that, like when I grew up, there's a big thing about the influence the baseball players were having on youth, and they were trying to get them to use like pickle seeds or whatever instead of chew.
Yeah.
And so what did all the youth do? We all went out and got the big league chew.
Big chew bubble gum. Shredded bubble gum that represents tobacco. The grape was the best.
I like the original pink, but that was good. And then the jerky that came in the shredded jerky. Oh,
came man. in the can.
That stuff's terrible.
Tobacco comes in.
As far as jerky goes, it is trash, but we'd buy it.
Stuff it in your lip. Think you're trying, and then it just dissolves before you're actually eating it. And what happened to my
like hunk of, you're not sure what it is in your cheek.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. All right. On that note, you were talking about $1 drinks. And I want to throw something in because still, just I don't know what it is on my part of the world here in North Carolina. Milk is $1 a gallon, 98 cents to be exact. Chocolate milk $1.23 right now.
Right now,
it's been like that for like 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. So we're doing 14 gallons of milk a week in my house.
You're gonna drive the prices up.
They're like, you look there, you go to the store and you look, and like all the milk section in back is just a room full of milk. It's like they just have a plethora of milk. and they just can't get rid of it quick enough.
98 cents a gallon?
98 cents. I don't know why. It's got to be toxic or something. I'm pretty
It's got
sure.
to be bad milk. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's so far it works with cookies, works with cereal. I guess I'll take orders and mail it to people. I guess that's what I can do going forward.
How much are eggs?
I don't know. I don't buy eggs. My wife buys everything else. I just buy the milk.
I tell you what, do you guys have True Moo chocolate milk?
Yes,
there?
we do.
So my wife goes.
That's $3 a gallon.
Okay, I was going to say, she goes through whole chocolate milk, True Moo, at least 2.5 gallons a week, easy. She's the only one that drinks it. Not me, not my daughter, just her.
It's rich. It's smooth. It's just
2.5 gallons in a week. That's a lot of rich and smoothness. That can't be good for you.
Milk does a body good. Wasn't that the phrase?
Yeah, but not all milk like from brown cows. So you gotta. It's insane. It's a lot. I was hoping you were going to say it was. Yeah, it's $1.25 here, and I was going to ask for that shipment that you could secondhand ship out in a pack of dry ice over here.
It's not like it's going to expire. Like the milk we bought right now is good till like the 20th, right?
Yeah.
So
13 11 gallons in 11 days.
We'll need more. We're out. We've done 14 gallons already. We're going to buy more tomorrow. We're out.
Holy moly!
I've got kids. I tell you, they live out this stuff. It's not me because I'm live. You would see me drinking it. Okay, because I'm live all day long.
And you're live 10 to 12 hours a day. So yeah.
I mean, I do my fair share in the off hours. But speaking of drinking a little bit, if we can jump just a tiny bit to a live stream all about
start
drinking.
The show.
Yeah, let's do that.
Halfway through the day.
How's everybody doing? Wouldn't be right to not start in Florida, where we have a bar that has been live streaming its customers, obviously partaking of intoxicating liquor, since 1996.
Before social media.
They've been doing this since before it was a thing, like Truman Show style.
Brilliant.
And they have the beach cam, the patio cam, the band cam, the bar cam. They have cameras all over that cover everything, so no patron is safe.
Safe from bad acts.
Well, here's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
when you've got like, honey, I'm going to head down to the club with the boys, head down to the bar with the boys. She's like, oh, all right, make sure you go to this one. And she pulls up the live stream. It's like, well, who's he dancing with? Who's he talking to? Who's he leaving with? When did he leave? I think this is why that's their clientele. But you can watch them. I think they're on TikTok now. Let's see.
And the strange part, you can watch from home for free, but no sound.
Yeah, $2.99 a month.
If you want sound.
And you get, that's the Bandcam.
Bandcam plus access if you want sound, which I bet all you hear is just
it's just noise, like just dull roar of a crowd.
No point in paying for sound.
Could you pay extra to be able to talk to people, like, or the speaker, like, hey, knock it off, get home now.
They should do that on their create a YouTube channel. You super chat XYZ amount, and then you have access to the cam. You get to do a shout out.
Wow.
Oh, they can make a killing.
I need to. How do I get there?
Stacy says, no, just watch. It's better. True. Because you can create your own sound and make your own context of what conversations are happening.
Is it just their own website, or are they doing this on YouTube? Sounds like their own website.
I saw YouTube listed somewhere.
Elbow Room, is that what they call it?
At Elbow being ELBO room.
Okay, go in there now. You can pay the extra $2.99 for music, I think.
No, you're not. Other stream. So someone, this is equivalent to when kids watch other kids play toys on YouTube. Others dream says, imagine if this was a reality show and they had them in bars all over the world. That's just
I'm trying to get it to load. Apparently, it's flooded with.
it's busy Thursday night.
It's Florida, so let me just set the stage here. It's Florida, so people are attending in their Florida attire, which is almost not there. It's warm. It's basically a bikini bar, is what I'm seeing. So, probably not going to have this just going in the background for the family.
Dirty Harry's in Key West does this too. Added another. Well, someone else shared. There's a bar in Key West called Sloppy Joe's that does this, and there's a website for Sloppy Joe's Bingo, which is a crowd-watching bingo game created by the Regulation Podcast crew. The trend stretches from far beyond Florida. I do this with our bar in Charlotte and one in the Midwest. The Midwest one is funny. Across the pond, another TikToker said, there's a bar called Woody's in Liverpool. We go live every night.
There was one called Cheers. Do you guys remember that one?
That's a solid one.
That's a solid live stream.
Where everyone knows your name.
Yes.
And those really craving global spectacle. I do this with Thailand live cams.
This sounds like it's getting risky.
Gee, Christmas. You can't get away with anything nefarious these days.
Everything's live stream. But wow. I'm a big
I had no
fan.
idea.
I've talked to many business owners saying, if you have a business where you provide a service, where you build something, you make something, you manufacture, there's probably people out there who would want to watch how it happens. And there's a good chance you could make a YouTube channel, especially if you've got a personality that, sort of outgoing and, sharing, talking, comfortable being in front of the camera a little bit, to have a channel. But clearly with the bars, you don't have to be that person. You just depend on your patrons to provide all the content. And
yeah.
You $1 beers and you're good to go. Content at your fingertips.
100%. It's wow. Well, there's nothing better, from what I've been told, of after a night out at the bar or the pub, of a good solid breakfast the next day. Get the eggs and a greasy bacon and the sausage, the hash browns, the gravy, everything you can. All right. And I personally, do you like the breakfast that comes free in hotels? Do you go, cool, we get free breakfast in the morning? Or you're like, do you guys want to go down to Denny's or Cracker Barrel and like pay for breakfast and skip the free one? What's your choice?
I will tell you that my kids love the free breakfast in the hotels.
So we experience.
We choose a hotel in this order. Does it have free breakfast? Does it have a pool? And what does the room look like? That's the order. So breakfast, pool, and room. Usually we get a room that's like, okay, this room's terrible. There's not even room for our bags in here, and it's the fans loud and whatever. But they only go to Holiday Inn Express. That is our hotel of choice.
Because it's a pretty good breakfast that they have. They offer a hot and cold, which is dynamite. Some will advertise a free breakfast, and it's just cereal and maybe toast. And
you can usually get scrambled eggs, sausage, either patty or links.
Scrambled something. We don't have to take it out.
It looks sort of like eggs, but questionable. There's always like the bagel choice and the toast. You've got your fruits. There's usually 3 choices of cereal and not nearly enough milk for my family. We'll clean out the milk fridge.
Naturally,
done.
Of course.
But that you can do some oatmeal, a waffle maker. They've sort of got a little bit of everything there.
Yeah.
And so that's enough to keep all the kids happy, whatever they want. Usually it's just cold cereal nonstop. So
remember my Georgia trip just a couple months ago?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Took daughter's friend back home, dropped her off, and intertwined golf in there. And anyways, I stayed. It wasn't a Holiday Inn, but it was a decent hotel. Had the free breakfast. The first morning, I was in a rush. Remember, our golf clubs just got delivered, and I was frazzled, right? Because they were lost in there. Anyways, breakfast was a bust, and so I got there and went, oh gosh, and I scraped together what I could just to get something in the belly because I had to hit the highway and had 30 minutes south. So day 2, I woke up. There was an IHOP right next door that I could just walk to. So I walked right through the lobby, right past that breakfast over to IHOP. Walked in, I was so happy with what they had.
I have to step up. This is like gourmet breakfast.
Indeed. But hotel breakfasts being free, they've taken Holiday Inn especially, it's taken to a brand new level. If you want alarm clocks in your room, they've got them for you. But there's no beep, there's no buzzer, there's no music, there's no favorite ringtone. It distributes scents of your favorite breakfast goods, eggs, bacon, biscuits, and gravy. It starts emitting scents from the alarm clock out. So you just, as you're sleeping, start smelling this free, fresh cooked breakfast, and
Bacon.
you naturally start waking up without the interruption of a wah, 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 wah.
I can
It's
see this
crazy.
going wrong. I mean, somebody, can you set it to like different levels? Like you can have a loud alarm or a quiet alarm. Can you do like, I want the burning bacon smell, or, or you just want a little hint of something fresh in the morning?
You
that-
can do you get your choice. Includes
You-
coffee, bacon, and I think blueberry muffin, as well as pear and mango. It's in different countries right now. That's where they're experimenting with this. But you get your choice when you check in of what scent do you want to wake up to.
1 year later, that room is just going to be like bacon. You go in there
No
for a
matter
few
what
minutes,
you do.
everything, all your clothes, your shoes, your suit, bacon. Everywhere you go, like, you stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night?
You
Bacon
smell
room.
like
Yep.
bacon.
But I
Have you
got
been
up
to
on time.
Singapore? Because you smell like mango. Because that's what they're doing out there. It's just, that's
Oh,
crazy.
I don't know if I'm trying to think. I'm not sure if the smell of breakfast would wake me up.
It wouldn't for me at all.
What would happen is I would wake up, I would smell the bacon, realize I missed the free breakfast, and then it's just like, and I'm late for my meeting.
Back to bed.
Wow.
When you live in a house with 5 dogs, 2 cats, and they all sleep in your room, gas is to be passed by animals.
It happens.
So you don't, your smeller just has a filter. You go out. If someone's cooking bacon, I'm not smelling a stinking thing. I'm still sleeping. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna wake me up. Smells don't wake me up.
I have a story. I'm not sure if I've shared this before. I used to work for a company called MBCI, Metal Building Components Incorporated.
When you were a salesman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was still an inside salesman before I went outside and traveled around. They flew me down to Phoenix because I'm pretty good at what I do, and they needed some help because they were shorthanded. So I, sort of training the new guys down there, as well as sort of taking some of the calls and lifting some of the load there. And so I get down. I mean, it's all metal to me. It doesn't matter. I just don't know the names of the customers. And I get down there. I'm like, something's not right about this plant. Okay, it just like it felt like it was like the wallpaper was peeling type feel, right? It's just like, this just looks
grandma's house.
And I had made a comment, and they're like, just wait. I'm like, well, I'll get used to it or what? Because it just seems like it's terrible. And then in the morning, I'm like, what does that smell? I'm like, it smells like we're having a barbecue. And it's just like flooded in. And just like for 30 seconds, it was like the world's biggest barbecue just got lit. And I'm like standing in the middle, just smelling it. I'm like, wow. And apparently across the street, there's a meat processing plant where cows go in and beef comes out. And there's some parts that they can't use. I mean, after they've made everything, they've made the hamburger, they've made the hot dogs, there's still leftover parts they can't use. And they put that all into the furnace, the burner.
The
and
incinerator.
For the first 30 seconds, it smells like a barbecue. And then it smells like death. And it is the most gut-wrenching, sickening, permeates everything you own. Your eyelids smell like that on the inside when you're done. It is so bad. It literally peels the paint, it peels the wallpaper, and it's just everywhere. It is so bad. They sent me down there for like 3 weeks or something. It was nuts. It was just like, ugh. It was terrible. Anyway,
Holiday Inn, if you're listening, don't bottle that one.
Don't do the meat. It smells really bad after a while. But that was MBCI's go-to. Because the funny part, I make fun of Phoenix for their plant being next to a rendering plant. The Salt Lake plant that I worked at was next to the sewer treatment plant. So everything was fine as long as the wind was out of the north, the east, or the south. But if it came from the west,
Toast.
it was just everyone just go home quick. It was so bad. It was terrible.
Oh, that is awful.
Yeah, but it's cheap land, I guess, to build your factory. So
The smell that bad could send you to the hospital. I mean, that's terrible.
yeah. Speaking of that soft transfer there, I'm picking up where you're going. Sorry, without missing a beat. Speaking of going to the hospital, this one might come to a surprise to some of you. It sure did to this particular patient who was having some health concerns that they thought was appendicitis. Now, I have never suffered from appendicitis. But apparently, it is excruciatingly painful. You basically, people describe it as like hot poker to the stomach area type.
Oh gosh,
it's just like it's just severe pain. So she calls the ambulance, like, I need to get to the hospital now. I think my appendix just burst, which is serious. You need to get that treated.
Yeah.
So pain continues in the ambulance, and they're doing everything they can to help her, which included delivering a healthy little baby boy, which she had no clue.
Surprise! Holy cow!
That's not a kidney stone. That is that is a new little you is what it was. Yes. So happy birthday on September 9th to a little boy. Let's see. I think it's a little boy.
Jackson.
Jackson's the name. There you go. And
Megan Isherwood.
Megan. Now I have to say, it shouldn't come as a complete surprise, right? There's got to be like some indicator, without going into too much detail, unless she was been like hanging out near air vents or things like that, where things can happen. I'm sorry, I had to go there.
Things get passed through walls.
Yeah. But congratulations, and good to know that it's not, that it's not a life-threatening medical condition. But
that's it's crazy to me. I'm kind of reading some of the notes of it. I didn't know that you could be that far along in your pregnancy and have no baby bump, no showing of any sort. I mean, that's wild. At one point in time, it says 15 doctors were crowded around her trying to figure out what was wrong. They decided to do a CT scan as well as an ultrasound to rule out pregnancy. But that's when they found a head and a foot. They blue lighted me to Burnley Hospital as midwife. I mean,
it was like, premature. So, premature babies obviously being smaller. I think
no bump.
It was almost, it was like 2.5 weeks later that she was able to leave the hospital with the baby. So
okay.
It was premature, so that was smaller than normal, but complete surprise. So
I mean, that means here's the baby and you have nothing at home for said baby. That's wild.
Has that ever happened to anybody in chat? I can tell you it has not happened to me, but because I've never had any babies myself. That's just, I've done the math. I know it's just luck of the draw, I guess, on that one. But
yeah, wild. That's
I'm looking at these pictures. There's all these cute baby pictures included in the story. So
yeah, there are. And mom's just happy as punch with the new baby and knowing she didn't have appendicitis. Instead, I got a baby. Yeah, wild. I wonder how many stories are like that out here.
The medics worked hard. At one point, the baby had stopped breathing, and they were resuscitating him. And so, wow, good work to the medics. But he's a little miracle baby, and a big surprise. Especially
for the guy who's going to get a phone call here soon.
Hey, Dad, how are you doing? Debbie says, one of my friends was 9 months, never showed, or regular clothes right up to delivery, and again, leaving the hospital.
Holy moly.
I think there's what is it? Some girls have all the luck. Is that what's said about them? Again, no, I knew I was pregnant almost immediately, literally like within days.
See, wild.
Found out I was pregnant when I went to the emergency room with a kidney stone. They did a blood test just to be sure, but it was really early, so I didn't know. Let's see.
Legally Blonde. You don't have to highlight it, but replied to the comment of my friend wore regular clothes up to, and then after she just said, "I hate your friend." My wife, Legally Blonde, my wife would share your sentiment because I think she blew up like a balloon.
Walker says, saw a film of Daisy. This is the trial we're on right now. Daisy Link is the defendant in the murder trial. She got pregnant through the vents. Long story. We'll talk about it tomorrow on the podcast or on the live stream. Saw a film of Daisy talking about a pregnancy. She said the jail folks should have thanked her for revealing inadequacies in their security. I have not gotten a thank you yet, she said. I would not hold your breath, Daisy, on that one.
No, that's 12. I was 6 months pregnant on the beach in a bikini. Cass, as some women get morning sickness, never did. So I guess, everyone's SF in Texas hates the friend too for having a no show.
Plenty of hate to go around.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
Can you imagine being the medic as you're going through the list of, okay, here are the symptoms. And I'm sure one of them was like, hang on. All those seem to coincide with labor. and being the one who's like, because you never want to be the person, were you pregnant? You don't want to ask that question if they're not, right? Because then I believe that's death penalty first offense is how that one goes.
Unless if they're not showing, they're not big, then you're not risking offense because you're not insinuating that you're,
I don't know,
a little bit larger.
Worse then. But
yeah, that's like, are you psycho for asking me that? Do I look pregnant? I mean,
you have to break the news to her. It's like that little crying sound you're hearing. Congratulations. That's got to be an awkward conversation. But.
Very awkward. And speaking of awkward conversations with little hidden sounds, this has to be awkward for an owner of this vehicle, which there's a million vehicle stories out there of, the old joke, my car made this sound until I took it to the mechanic. It no longer makes that sound, right? Happens every time. It's making this bad squeal, took it in the shop and it doesn't do it. Well, happened to this gal in New York. After a few different mechanics looked at the car and she had this weird crackling sound in her car. And after spending $700 for mechanics to investigate a bizarre crackling sound, only to feel absolutely silly upon discovering the unlikely source, as she detailed. She thought there was something wrong with the vehicle, took it in. She had the vehicle for 5 years, and a prior mechanic had found signs of rodents in her engine. So you've got wires chewed and things. Y'all bad. Rats, net, everything. So, especially being parked on the streets in NYC, there's something to do with it going on there. So she takes it back in again. Meanwhile, internet searches. It had to be a coolant leak, and there's air in the system. And so that's where she figured that was at. And she was approaching her 60,000 mile checkup anyway. So it's time to go back in, get it done, ask the mechanics to investigate the strange sound. But they couldn't hear anything in the car revealing this. So what they report is they did not hear noise, and that was that. And then she finally solved it herself. While sitting in the vehicle.
After spending $700 on the diagnostics.
Yeah, she figured it out. Her infotainment screen, a fireplace soundtrack coming from her car speakers, which she videoed, is being played. So there's an ambiance, crackle and pop of this fireplace ambiance being shown. Finally figured out what she'd been hearing every once in a while coming through her speakers. It was something supposed to happen that she spent a lot of money on finding what wasn't supposed to happen. So
I have my wife and I have our own story that's sort of along these lines.
Oh,
we were driving to Sun Valley, Idaho for a family vacation. I think we were going to like Redfish Lake. Beautiful place. If you ever get the chance to go up there, it's amazing. It's beautiful. I don't think there are any red fish, but it's anyway, we go up there. We're driving up there. It's us. I forget, 1 or 2 kids at the time. Maybe 3 at the most, driving. I think we were in a Mercury Sable. It was the car we were driving at the time.
Okay.
we stop at some little podunk, little side of the road shack place to get like drinks or use the bathroom or something. And something from the engine has gone wrong. And we've got fluid just,
Oh no.
yeah. And me, I was even less of a mechanic than I am now. Okay. So I didn't know how to open the hood or what to do if you did that. You know, it's like on a good day, I might be able to fill the air with the tire with air. That was like the limits of my knowledge. We're like, crap, we're in the middle of nowhere. If we leave this place, okay, we'll have no cell coverage. Car breaks down, we're just hosed. I mean, they'll never find us until, you know, next spring or something.
Yeah.
And so we call the equivalent of a mobile maintenance dude, and he's like, I'm an hour and 25 minutes away from you. We're like, well, we can't do it. We can't go anywhere. You know, we need this fixed. And so we were describing this, and he's like, it sounds like you lost a coolant hose or something, or a radiator. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it must be, because there's like fluid coming down from where the engine is. And so we wait and wait and wait. And it's got to be like an hour and 45 minutes. We're sitting there just waiting. He shows up and he looks under. He's like, so where's the problem? I was like, it was right over here. He's like, start it up. We start it up. Like, yeah, that's your AC. It takes humidity out of the air and just drips from the car. That's normal. That's not.
Oh no.
It was like 95 degrees. It was the middle of the summer. It was super hot. The car was like, you know, trying to cool the air, and it pulls the humidity out and it drips under the car. That's what it does. I know that now. I didn't know it then. And I don't know. We paid him like $250 was his call out fee.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, he took all of like 15 seconds for him to do this.
Mhm.
Had I been like had I just surrendered my man card earlier in that whole exchange,
Yes.
I would have talked to any other driver who was going by and pulled in.
Nearby.
And they probably would have told me the same thing, but I was not. I was like, no way, no, it's clearly broken. I don't need somebody to tell me that, you know. Yeah, I learned my lesson.
Stings. Oh, that stings.
It was bad. We've had a few.
I bet you're not the only one though. You can hang your hat on that. You're not the only one, and you're not the last one that's going to do that.
I bet he told all his friends about that.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
What's 30 seconds? $250 in 30 seconds. How does that calculate to the hour? Dollars per hour? I'm not sure. It's probably the most he's ever earned.
Really good. Unless he was close to home and made his hour drive to you to do that, he probably would have rather have skipped on billing that and been able to just go home and not go on that call.
Oh man. It's that one. Just, I remembered that. I sort of blocked it out of my memory because it was embarrassing. It was super embarrassing, you know. Plus, you know, my wife's there. It's not like it just happened. It was just me, but my whole family witnessed it. I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. We're just going to drive. We will not tell your family about what just happened. We'll just tell them we got late. And yeah.
In 2025, you can just share it on a podcast.
Yeah. Now they know. I have no secrets.
That some of your family watches. So,
oh man. Speaking of traffic, go down to Texas for this next one. A traffic jam. You know how traffic jams get. You know, you don't probably get a lot of them where you're at. If you head into Dallas or something, they're gonna run.
Just moving where I am now, though, from Frisco, Texas, which is a suburb fairly outside of Dallas, but still plenty of traffic. Dallas North Tollway runs right through the heart of it and everything else. So it can be mayhem on the streets.
Yeah. It can also get mayhem on the sidewalks, apparently. And this is the tiniest traffic jam that got quite awkward. And I'm not sure if you guys have seen this. I live in a little college town, Greenville, North Carolina, here, where they have this same thing, and it's robots that deliver food to college students in their dorms.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're pretty nifty.
It's fun to watch, and they've got these little lights and little flags, and it's
little eyeballs.
it's a cooler on wheels, right? A remote control cooler, but they're sort of AI driven. So they have a GPS, and they know where they are, and they know when to open up, and when to drive back, and where to charge. And so it's this whole little fleet of little McDonald's delivery service vehicles,
Yeah.
that drive around, and sometimes when enough orders happen at the right time or the wrong time, you get a crowd of them trying to go opposite directions in the same place. And this is what happened in Dallas, where they had a traffic jam of these little igloo coolers on wheels, the world's tiniest traffic jam, where they basically failed to yield for each other and just came to a standoff.
They just froze. Just
What do you do?
it reminds me of the Spider-Man meme where he points. The two Spider-Men are pointing at each other. You. They're not going anywhere. Not doing anything.
So you might run into these sometime. If you do, it's hilarious, especially when they come like nose to nose and they're looking at each other, because they're, they like beep their horn or something, and they'll sit there because they're not going to run anybody over. The lawsuit would be huge, and so they're programmed to wait until the obstacle clears. But the obstacle is another vehicle. It's also programmed to wait until the obstacle clears.
So they all waited.
So everyone's food got cold. That's how it happens.
A TikToker put on their, if you're waiting for your delivery in Dallas, all the delivery coolers are on their smoke break currently. As he filmed them all just sitting there in a line, waiting to go.
Facing each other. Like, hey. I wonder if is it the polite thing to do, just drag one and sort of like move it over? Is that how you?
Yeah.
Probably some guy's job is just to do that. It's like, oh, number 27 hasn't moved in 30 minutes. Can somebody go out and give him a bump?
But there's other people too that don't love it, right? So they're kind of like, not my circus, not my clown, or not my circus, not my monkey. So I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to take a video of it and put it on TikTok and mock it until people that have produced these find a way to fix it. So you've got both. But the polite thing, yeah, I don't know. If you grab a hold of one and move it, do they have little booby traps that like shock you because you're not supposed to touch them? Or
cameras that are like, warning.
Yeah. Alert.
Your image being transmitted to the police station as we speak.
Yeah, you're trying to steal a little robot, and then so now you're wrapped in something when you're just trying to help, because no good deed goes unpunished. So there you are, messing with the robot. You're being talked to. I don't know. You would like to help, but then also if you nudge one and move it over, does that one go free, but the other 7 are still stuck? And so I personally would probably leave it be. I'd probably record it, and then I would send it to that service saying, hey, you've got a bunch of these stuck here in the corner. And so maybe they could fix it. I wouldn't want to get in the middle of it, and unless the door popped open while I was doing it and there was Chick-fil-A in there, I might take off. Yeah.
You've got to, I want to go up and this makes me want to go watch. I'll go up to ECU campus. It's usually at night because I guess they run during the day, but it's in the evening when college students are studying. They're like, oh, I need some food. I just got to study.
Or been boozing.
I thought it was just like fast food. I don't know. I guess they could probably do beer deliveries as well.
No, they've been boozing that night. Okay. They got the beer munchies. Yeah.
I thought delivering alcohol would be problematic. Verifying ages and everything else, make sure it goes to the right place.
That's a thing. Do you know
that? AI beer delivery?
Oh no, not AI. Person.
Like
it was
Uber Drinks.
Well, it was an app called Drizzly, and they sold out to Uber Eats.
Oh.
And so if you're, or for whatever reason, actually, I just know we've done it, hosting a 4th of July party, and we're doing barbecues and beers in the back, and no one else brought any, and everything ran out. You go on Uber Eats, you can order up some beers. They'll scoop them up and they bring them to your house, and they scan your driver's license. It'll drop it off. You got to have your ID scanned, and there you go. You've got beer delivered. So you don't have to be tempted to get in your vehicle and go get any, because you're out and you've got 30 people here wanting beer, but everyone's had a few beers already. So no one has to get in their vehicle. Knowing
what I do know about ECU, I suddenly believe that all these are actually alcohol deliveries and not fast food.
Yes, they're going all to the college. All those little coolers are full of booze.
Our school is known as a bit of a party school.
Oh, well, there you go.
Small amounts of drinking goes on all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not Chick-fil-A.
Or it's both. Chick-fil-A and Coors Light. or Miller Lite or whatever else. It's a big mix.
Walmart delivers the good stuff. You just have to have your ID to show them when they drop it off. Do you like hold it in front of the little googly eyes? Is that the
So every state's different. So here in Texas, grocery stores, including Walmart and all that, don't, well, besides beer, but our Walmart won't. Actually, I've never thought about ordering beer from Walmart ever. So maybe they do. No liquor. I know that in grocery stores here. They have beer and wine, but I've never ordered groceries from Walmart and included beer. So I don't know if they would do it here.
I've got to go film these. I've got to see what's happening. There's a specific crosswalk I always see them at. They're lined up because the crosswalk has a like a median in the middle of it. So it's like two crosswalks in a row.
Okay.
And if you walk across in front of them, it will sense them and not go because it'll wait for pedestrians to go, and it's a quick crosswalk. So it has to wait until there are no pedestrians and the cars stop. Then it will go. It won't run against the light. It waits for the green for it to cross. And they always get sort of jammed up there. But I've never seen them like fighting for this position.
Jockeying for pole position.
Go Pirates. Yes, ECU.
This is actually funny. Twubble, UCSB, Santa Barbara voted #1 party school in the country. Circa 2006, during one of my hockey seasons, off season, I had a rekindled relationship from someone who was then attending said school. So driving from the Midwest back home, she had just reported back to school, and so I stopped there to say hi and hang out before I made my drive down south. And I've shared the story before. That was the first college course that I crashed because I went to, I think it was like her psych class. And I sat in and took notes for the entire class for like 3 days. I can't say there was no parties or nothing like that at that time that we attended. But I had actually a friend I graduated with my high school also went up to that college, which is several hours away. And I heard stories later of how incredible. Halloween apparently is crazy. The whole town shuts down and it's just this melee of party nonsense. So I think there's truth to 12's comment here from what I've heard.
Wow. I guess there are lots of different ways to rank schools. You know, you've got the whole Ivy League, and then you've got the party school. I wonder how much Ivy League and party school, if you were to do a Venn diagram, where the overlap is exactly. I mean, is it just a little slice? Is it a crescent moon, or is it waxing?
You've got the Ivy League schools, and you've got schools where kids need a bunch of IVs. Yes. Behaviors. Speaking of slices, what do you get if you divide the circumference of a pumpkin by its diameter?
Pumpkin pie. You know why the hipster burned his mouth on the soup? Because he couldn't wait till it was cool, man. All right.
I'm showing my age because I loved that joke.
That's the only one I had ready for tonight. So,
that's perfect.
Man, what a good day. What a good night. Got plans for the weekend?
That's so much fun. Golf on Saturday, the usual, but 4:30 a.m. wake-up call tomorrow. My best friend is looking to trade in his current motorcycle and buy a new one. So I said, I'll hop in the truck with you and go down and pick it up. And I didn't know it was a 5-hour drive each way, but I'm in. So
it's a full day.
That's my Friday. Which, by the way,
I hope he likes the bike. I hope he doesn't get there and it's like, oh, no, this one isn't it. Because then you're in for another ride just on a different day.
That, and I have to tell my wife. She still doesn't know. So wish me luck on that news delivery. And then Sunday, I had something planned for Sunday. I've got some chores lined up that I've kind of been saving, and Sunday will be the day to knock those out, which I love. I love the weekends doing stuff at the house. That's a favorite. But what about you? Bagging candy?
We're bagging candy. We've got 1,000 of those biohazard bags. We're bagging. I say my kids are bagging. So we've got to get those all bagged up. We'll probably need to buy some more candy, honestly, because we're doing a trunk or treat in another location as well. We're adding to it. So
goes fast.
A few hundred more. But yeah, so we'll be doing that. I'll be doing taking down my Christmas decorations this weekend. Promise. And setting up Halloween. So
Fair enough.
it'll be good.
We've got stuff to do.
Pictures to follow. Tumwater
Love
Troy, thank you very much for gifting a membership. Appreciate you.
Fantastic. Thank you all so much for joining us on a Thursday evening. It's our favorite time of the week always. And again, it's when we get to interact with you all, and you being here is what brings so much joy for us, to talk about these silly stories and just getting to relax and reload and reset. Palate cleanser, as they call it. So thank you all so much for your support and being here with us. We truly enjoy it. We do. We look forward to it every Thursday.
100%. I could not have said that better. Thomas, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You guys have a good night. We'll see you.